Forget about all those billions and millions that Shamima is talking about. One of the things they promised us fundamentally, with all these indices that they are pushing around, with all these figures, what does it come to? Cost of living, right? They made a lot of noise about taxes and e-levy and all those things. If my maths is as good as yours, they've introduced 8 new taxes. They've increased utility tariffs, right? They've done all those things. In all that, because we are mainly an import economy, there's a lot of talk around the exchange rate. They tell us exchange rate, the city is doing well. Exchange rate is hovering around 10, because as at the time we were leaving government, it was around 13, 14 to $1. But
in fact, your minority leader says that the forex ratings that are being given are fake.
Our minority leader, not my minority leader.
Yes.
Our minority leader.
Well, I said that because it's the MPP side of the House. Apologies.
By Parliament.
Apologies.
For the Republic of Ghana.
Today, I don't want anyone to say that there's a fight between you and I.
And but it's established that you don't like me, so it's fine. Even your uncle knows you don't like me.
But he's not your minority leader, or?
He's our minority leader.
I mean,
he's the minority leader.
No, as an arm of government, definitely he is my minority
Republic
leader.
of Ghana, Shamima.
It's okay.
He's our minority leader.
Yeah. Okay, I know CM. Sorry.
In all this, exchange rate is 10, hovering around 10 for about 5 months, 4 months now. How is that reflecting on cost of living? We are now paying 1 cedi per liter, right? So if I go and buy a gallon of fuel, I'm paying some 4 cedis 50 pesos on every gallon of fuel I buy. These are the people who are complaining about e-levy, right? Now there's let me just get it clearly. We are paying what? 15. We're talking about insurance. We are paying 15% VAT on non-life insurance premium. So you see that if you sign up to some of these things, the insurance companies keep sending you text message on how your next premium will change. The special import levy that's going to start 2026, 2027, 2028. Growth and sustainability levy 2026, 2027, 2028. 8% levy on petroleum products. There's a fishing levy. So it's like they give with one hand and take with the other. But fundamentally, exchange rate. You're giving social sector. If you're not giving money to free SHS, who should come and give money to the education sector? If you're not giving money to the health sector, who should come and give money to the health sector?
So there's spending.
Taxes that you have.
So spending is happening.
Well, the ministers will be frustrated talking around if they are getting their allocations. What are they spending on?
Are they spending or
what are they spending on? That's what Shamima. But what I'm saying is fundamentally, it all comes to cost of living. How are these indices affecting our cost of living? The kenke that they made a lot of noise about, has the kenke price reduced from the 5 cedis? Yes. They pegged it. I'm told it's 7 cedis. You still eat kenke? You still eat kenke? You still eat kenke?
Where do you buy your kenke from?
I'll show you. I'll bring kenke to come and show you. It doesn't matter where you buy kenke now. The both fruit that I used to buy for 1 cedi. It's still 1 cedi, okay. But I can swallow it.
I thought you were going to say it's 5 cedi.
It's still 1 cedi, but I can swallow it.
Be kind to yourself.
The size has reduced.
When NDC came in.
Pie that I used to buy for 13 cedis now is 15 cedis. How do you convince me that when all these indices were high, it was 13 cedis, and now that you claim to have reduced them, it's 15 cedis? Fuel that we were told was being reduced. Now every window is being increased. The last window, I think, was some 9% increment. So it's the gimmicks about the government of the day.
How much is yours?
It's the gimmicks about what they're doing. There is the propaganda. It's the dishonesty in putting some of these things out. That is the problem. Look, the
but you
NDC
heard
now,
Shamima.
The NDC now, they shouldn't also, they are not new to government. This particular team is their second term. When they were in opposition, they made it seem as if they could wish away all our problems in this country like they never existed. 6 months, 6 months and counting, you are still lamenting. You are still talking about the government that the people of Ghana said, what you are proposing, we think you can come and do it better. So we've given you an overwhelming mandate. You have the mandate. How are the things you are saying affecting our cost of living? You complain about cement being 95 cedis averagely. Now it's 120 cedis with your low indices, with your low exchange rate. How do you reconcile that? It doesn't add up. You are the one who likes doing mathematics. I don't know whether the formulas have changed, but it doesn't add up. All these things that you are telling us. What is the state of our cost of living, which is fundamentally what we're all talking about. But if you come and tell me common fund has gone, assemblymen are getting allowances, fantastic. But in our manifesto, electoral area people were also going to get some level of allowances. If you check the 2024 manifesto of the New Patriotic Party, led them by Dr. Baumia.
The assemblymen.
So, electoral area. We're going to go as low as the electoral area for those allowances to strengthen the local government.
Oh, so it was going to go to the base electoral area before it rises to...
Exactly. You get it. Oh. But you're sending the common fund. Great. Fantastic. What is happening there? What are the monies going there for? It's one thing just giving them the allocations, but what are the priorities there? So that if I find myself...
No, what are you saying?
What am I saying?
What are you saying? Monies have been allocated into...
What am I saying?
So hold on. Monies have been allocated into specific areas. You have admitted that these monies have been released. We have the figures as she called them. Now, what I'm saying is, are you admitting that there is spending? Because the loudest criticism has been government is not spending, right? And I even read this university professor's article from Joy, who is saying that government should not boast about surplus, but just surplus, if you're not spending in priority areas. In fact, when you were talking about the taxes, in my head I was thinking, taxes are to be collected anyway. That's how we run the country. No government will come and say, I will not collect taxes. The difference has been, where are you collecting the taxes? Are our lives directly dependent on these taxes? And when the taxes are collected, are we putting it into the areas for which the monies are actually being collected? And that's what the argument should be. So first of all, is the need and the want. Second of all, are you admitting that they're actually spending, but what are the areas they're spending at? Because common fund, it has been a problem that if you don't send common fund, you are retarding the local areas of development.
When Shamima was talking, you were quietly listening to her.
Dandamnomics.
You were quietly listening to her, maybe because she said you've already done half of her work for her. Right. But
I only gave her 5.
If you ask me what I'm saying, I think you are being unfair to me, because I built a point based on the indices they are giving us, based on the allocations they've told us they've made, the transfers they've made.
Yeah.
Yes, you've made those transfers, but how is it reflecting in our lives?
Has it been spent?
Yes. How is it reflecting? You can't just say that you've sent money down. Money down for what? For what? What are the monies for?
Okay,
what are the priorities? You get it. But just throwing it out there, you've sent this, and the people down there are not feeling it. You're telling me that prices have reduced. I'm not feeling it at the basics that I'm buying. And that was one of the biggest conversation during elections. And like I said, they are not new to this. This particular team, this is their second term, right? They made promises. They claimed to be giving solutions to the problems they had identified then. 6 months down the line, you are still talking about the problems. So what were you promising us on? You didn't understand the problems? Now, even their flagship program, which is the 24 hour, 8 hours for 3 shifts and all that. How far with it? They made a promise that they were going to create some 1.7 million jobs within 4 years. How was that started? How many jobs have been created mid-year? Right.